Hey there. We use language every single day, but have you ever stopped to think about what's going on under the hood? It's like this hidden machinery that's always working. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the blueprint, the secret architecture that turns a bunch of sounds into actual meaning. Let's jump in.
Seriously think about it for a second. Why is "the happy dog ran to the park" a sentence, but "dog happy park the ran to" is just a word salad? It's not magic, not at all. It's a system. And once you see the system, you realize you can build just about anything with it.
That's really the whole secret. Just like a house is made of bricks and windows and wood, a sentence is built from different kinds of words. And each one of those little pieces has a very specific job to do. Once you learn to spot them, you'll never look at language the same way again.
So, to get a handle on all this, linguists have basically sorted every word in the English language onto two major teams. You can think of it like this. You've got your A-list actors, the ones who get all the glory, and then you've got the essential behind-the-scenes crew that makes the whole show run.
Our roadmap for today comes from some great work out of KNUST, which breaks down all the jobs a word can have into 9 categories. Nouns, verbs, adjectives, the usual suspects. But here's the really cool part. All 9 of those jobs fit perfectly into those 2 big teams we just talked about, the actors and the crew.
And here they are, side by side. On one team, you have the content words. The fancy term is lexical. These are the heavy lifters, the words that carry all the meaning in a sentence. And on the other team, the grammar words, or non-lexical. These guys are like the skeleton. They give the sentence its shape and hold everything together.
Let's focus on those content words first. Think about words like computer, drive, or happy. They mean something all by themselves, right? But what's really fascinating is that this is an open class. That means we can add new words whenever we want. Words like selfie, binge watch, or crypto. They didn't even exist a few decades ago. We just invented them and they slotted right in.
Okay, so let's meet the undisputed captain of the content word team, the noun. And why is it the captain? Well, because if you don't have something or someone to talk about, you don't really have a story, do you?
We all learned the classic definition in school, right? A noun names a person, a place, or a thing. It's the label for a teacher, a city, or the phone in your hand. But it's so much more than that. Nouns are how we create a shared map of our world. They are the what in every single story.
Want a little cheat code for spotting nouns in the wild? Just look at their endings. A lot of the time, words that end in things like ion, or ness are going to be nouns. It's a really handy pattern that helps you see the sentence's structure almost instantly.
Nouns also have this neat little superpower. They can shapeshift to show us how many there are. Is it one book or a bunch of books? The noun tells us. The easiest way, of course, is just to add an S. But for words that end with certain sounds, we add ES, like with brushes. And sometimes you got to swap out a Y for IES, turning one lady into several ladies.
So, here's the main takeaway. Why are nouns such a big deal? Because they almost always play the role of the subject. They're the star of the show. In the sentence, the dog barks, dog is our noun, and it's the one doing all the action. It's the engine driving the whole sentence forward.
Okay, so if the noun is the star of the show, the verb is the action sequence. It's the part of the blueprint that actually makes things happen. Without a verb, a sentence is just, well, it's a statue. It's just standing there.
And yeah, this is that other definition we all know by heart. A verb is an action word, or a doing word. It's the run, the think, the is. It's the pulse of the sentence. It's what gives it energy and brings it to life. Now, verbs have this incredible superpower. They can play with time. Take a look at this. The verb eat is in what we call the simple present tense. This tells us the action is happening right now, or it's something that happens regularly. It's a simple fact.
Now watch this. With just one tiny little change, from eat to ate, we've literally traveled back in time. The action is finished. It's in the past. The pancake, it's long gone. That's the power of the verb right there. You're basically a time traveler.
And for our last trick, check this out. By adding R and that little ing at the end, we zoom right into the middle of the action. It's not over. It's not just a fact. It is happening right now. It's in progress. It's the same core action, but the verb gives us 3 totally different perspectives on time.
So we've met the headliners, nouns and verbs. But what about that other team? It's time to give some love to the unsung heroes of the sentence, the grammar words, the support crew.
These are words like she, under, but, and the. By themselves, they don't seem like much, do they? I mean, you can't draw a picture of the word of. Their job isn't to carry meaning on their own. Their job is to show the relationships between the meaning words. They're the connectors, the pointers, the glue. Think about it. The tiny word on in the cup is on the table creates the entire reality of that scene. Change it to under, and the whole picture in your head changes. That's power.
And really, this is the absolute best way to think about it. You can have a giant pile of bricks, those are your nouns and verbs, but if you don't have any mortar, you don't have a wall. You just have a mess. Grammar words are the mortar. They turn that messy pile into a strong, stable structure.
So why does any of this stuff matter? Because once you understand this blueprint, you're not just learning grammar rules. You're learning how ideas are actually engineered. You start to see how to build a stronger argument, or tell a better story, or even just write a clearer email. You have the architectural plans for communication. So the only question is, what are you going to build with it?